Wait, watch my tire, watch my bike slide out. Oh, what's it? Oh, oh, come on! Oh. Fucking hell! Wait, you just gotta close this. Okay. Over here we've got the Husqvarna 450 SMR, the TE 510, which has been converted to supermoto. We've got the KTM 250 SX, the 08 model, my favourite bike. We've got the CRF 450R, I think. I'm pretty sure it's the motocross version, so whatever that is. This bike's mine. This Husky, the 450, and the KTM's mine. The TE 510 and the CRF is my brother's. Let's have a look from here. Okay, obviously the KTM's the only two-stroke bike here. They all look a bit dirty at the moment, at least the dirt bikes, because we haven't really washed them since the last ride, and we might go riding tomorrow. But this video is pretty much going to just to discuss motards and dirt bikes versus two strokes and four strokes. Obviously we bought motards for the streets and because they're registered and we can ride them on the road without cops bothering us, and then we've got the dirt bikes for the dirt, obviously. Which one's my favourite? Dirt. To me, dirt far outweighs the street. In the dirt, you've got 10 times much more fun. You do everything that you want to do on the street, you can do in the dirt, like sliding out, doing wheelies, jumps. On the street, pretty much, the entire ride's pretty expected. There's nothing unexpected that happens on the street other than wheelies. You're just going in a straight line, taking some corners. Obviously you can go off-roading in the grass and stuff, which is fun, but the dirt bikes, that's where adrenaline kicks in. You're going sideways in the dirt constantly, doing jumps, so it's pretty fun. When it comes to two strokes versus four strokes, my bike's a KTM two-stroke, but the two-stroke to me is pretty much the funnest bike I've ever had. I bought my first two-stroke RM125 a couple years ago, and it's a shit box. It pretty much blew up on me on the first ride, and I never had a chance to rebuild it. But after that I got hooked on it, and then I bought this 250 SX. It's so light. What is it? It's about 85 kilos dry weight, which is maybe like 170 pounds. I only weigh about 140 pounds, so that bike's so light for me. Obviously the supermotos are about maybe 250 pounds dry weight. They're a bit heavier, but even the CRF, which is a dirt bike, is much heavier than my two-stroke. I don't know, the power band on the two-stroke's just insane. It just comes up on third gear, just accelerating, not even trying to wheelie, the bike will lift up. I don't really ride dirt bikes on the road. Obviously there's cops, and B, I just don't think it's good for the gearbox without having a proper hub, which the supermotos have. We've had the dirt bikes for nearly 2 years now, and the motards for about 2 months, but before that I had bikes, but my brother never had bikes. The supermoto, the quickest bike here is probably going to be the supermotos, but on the dirt, on the dirt bikes, even if you ride them on the road, it just feels faster. It's lighter. It's more it is less balance on the dirt bikes, so everything just feels like it's breaking apart or going crazy speeds. But that's why I like the dirt bikes. The supermotos was just pretty much a hooligan machine which you could buy, and every time you get sick of life you can just get out on the streets and ride them. My actual supermoto, this one, it's an '04 model. My brother's one's an '08, but the '04 models, they were just designed in terms of aesthetics much better. This thing came up with the Brembo calipers, the front caliper, but they were much better than the one that my brother's got, which is pretty much a dirt one. Obviously the brakes are bigger brake discs, but my calipers are so much better. They just stop way quicker. Obviously mine has this see-through reservoir. My brother's doesn't. My speedo is pretty much a small dial, and you can't even have the RPM gauge. The '08 ones, they're much bigger. I'll turn this one on. Just that's the Husqvarna on. I bought the exhaust system recently. I think it was the Arrow, but I was like, I just got off-road because I thought it'd be faster. Let's 4-strokes are that typical noise, nothing special. I love my 2-stroke noise though. Alright. Well, this was pretty much to sum up the difference between motards and dirt bikes and 2-strokes versus 4-strokes. Hands down the best bike's the KTM. As I said before, it's just lighter, it's faster, and it's more fun than all of them put together. It's pretty much a wheelie machine on steroids. But yeah.